Okay, we're back. Part 2. Hopefully this sounds a little better. Made some tweaks to the audio. Also, apparently my older set of headphones has a better microphone, so we're going to use that. And we're continuing on with OSPF. One thing I did find here that should be good for everybody is I think I know how to change the font size now. So, for the CLI. So if we go to Preferences and Font, look at this, CLI. We're gonna crank her up to maybe 11. Let's see how that goes. I wish my giant mouse showed up for you, but it doesn't. So how does this? Is this all right? A little more readable? You know what? I'm gonna go with 12 because it's really hard to tell. So let's go with 12. And I'd like to change all the background so it's not make your eyes bleed, but text. So what if we made it like black? Let's go black. Do like a nice green screen. See how that works. I kind of have a preference. The green screen look. Might just be silly, but I like it. Easy. Even this 12 isn't. We're gonna crank her a little bit here. I mean, yeah, we can't see a lot screen if we do that, but I imagine it's maybe hard to see while you're watching. So, alright, that's a little better. So we're going to do a show run. And we have our loop back. We don't have an IP on anything, apparently. Didn't we set that? I thought we set that. Am I supposed to set that? Yeah, this is where we ran into that problem of like what's this, right? We might have to watch the Jeremy video, I don't know. Right now we're doing OSPF on each router interface. I'm just a little confounded. Oh yeah, I do have to configure IP addresses. Didn't I do that? Did I just... I'm confused. Let's see. So... must have only did the host name. So apparently we forgot that. Alright. So... IP addresses. Alright, so we gotta go back in here. So we're gonna go interface. We're on router 1, G0. So it looks like we want to get this thing IP address 10.0.12.1. I think we're right here with this subnet. I just did it in my head. Hopefully I'm right. We're going to write the old memory. Phase G30. We're going to IP address 203.0.113.1. I think we got that. Then we're going to get on over to router 2, do the same thing. You know, this is probably where Ansible or some, apparently Terraform is. Is it Terraform on the test? One of them would come in handy to actually automate some of this, but the point is to learn. So, sorry for the yawning there, but hopefully I'll continue to have better mic quality as these progress. Kind of just doing one step at a time here. I also talk slow, so I'm sorry about that. But I'm getting a little better with doing this while I'm on camera. It just takes a little practice. I'm not even on camera, but I'm on mic. So we're gonna go comp T here. And we're going to interface G00, IP address 10.0.12.1. No, we want 2. There we go. Okay. Interface. What do we want? Interface F10. Okay. What's all this? Huh. OSPF is loading an adjacency. Is that what's going on there? So we do IP address 10.0.24 1 252 my memory. Let's go for router 3. Incomplete. Well, yeah, it's incomplete. I didn't even type it from what I remember, but apparently I must have. So, we want conf T. We're going for interface F10 IP address 10.0.4.1 and the 252, and we're going to go with interface. This is, I think I figured it out. So interface G00. I think it's saying IP address, let's say it 4.254. And we got a 24 mask, so we got that guy. So I'm pretty sure that's what that's saying. Is this network over here is this. So I'm gonna roll with that. Whether that's right or not, that's what I'm gonna do. So now we're gonna go interface F20 and IP address 10.0.3.4.0. This 2, here we go. I did something wrong. What did I do? Okay, we gotta have an actual address, not 0.2. And it's kind of cool, actually, seeing that OSPF adjacency come up, because you can feel like, to some extent, I run into this as networking. Like right now, I'm a sysadmin, and I'm okay with networking. uh, Not that great, but day to day, doing sysadmin stuff. So when it comes to networking, you can kind of have this feeling of like, kind of feel like I have no idea what I'm doing, but I kind of think I know. And and so you type stuff in and you don't really expect it to work, and then it just works, and that's kind of a cool feeling. It's kind of exciting in a sense. Um, that it actually works. so so anyway, we're in router 3. Was I just in 3? No. Okay. Going back into 3. So the thing is, this comes off screen like that. Got a 4K monitor, and I use a single monitor. And I only want to show this part, so it's kind of in the upper right hand corner, 1080p sort of deal. So when I open it, it comes down there, just to kind of explain what's going on there. It might get annoying at some point. Maybe I'll do something different, but for now, we're just gonna have to deal with that. So interface F20 IP address 10.0.34 1. There we go. Interface F10, interface F10, IP address 10.0.13.2. And I don't remember if I configured this guy. I wonder if the goal of this lab is going to be see if this computer can ping out somewhere. I didn't really read what the goal was. I'm just kind of going one step at a time here. And I'll admit, when I started here tonight, I kind of thought I'm gonna have no clue what I'm doing. This is gonna be a lot of me reading or something, but we're rolling with it here. So we're in this guy, do show run, and there's probably a better way, but whatever, that's what we're gonna do. So we want to see F10. No IP address. I'm guessing F1 is fast Ethernet 10. So I did not configure that interface. What is the thing? I want to remember what that is. So you do like show run, do you pipe it or something, or you don't? Does it include show run? No, I gotta do show run. But hold on, Let's just get this thing configured, and we'll worry about that. What interface am I in? I don't know why I keep doing that. IP address 10.0.13.1.252. Right, there we go. Let's just do show run question mark. Yeah, so you do pipe it and include. So you include a regular expression. So what if I did like fast Ethernet? Okay. Well, that's nice, but it doesn't include the thing, like the actual config. So hang on, let's kind of drag this. I hope I'm not, I'm talking pretty quiet. I might have to turn my filter up. I'm gonna try to do that here. Turn my filter up. I hope it doesn't start cutting. Sometimes you play with these filters in the OBS and they and they get a little funny. Things sound weird. Okay, so I'm talking real quiet. I just don't like to talk loud. I get in trouble for that sometimes, sort of. A little bit of an inside joke there, but um, we'll just leave it at that. So hopefully, as I talk quietly, this isn't going to be either cutting sound out or too quiet. Again, I tend to talk with my hands. So I'm waving my hands around a lot here, and this is just kind of weird. I'm just not comfortable with being on the camera, at least at this point. So, anyway, let's get back to it here. So, we're looking at show run, and we don't want to exclude, we want to include. We want a section. That's what I want. I want a section. Because if I just do include fast Ethernet, obviously that's not going to include anything under that line. I'm actually interested in that. So a little bit of an experiment because I don't remember all this. Show run include. Okay. No, we want section. Include. I don't know, fast Ethernet? Do I just do that? No, that didn't work. Is it case sensitive? Hey, there we go. Kind of too bad it's case sensitive. It's a little. What about the section? Or the include. What is this? Like, what's the difference, I guess? Section include. I guess I don't get the point. Maybe if you want to exclude something. So, like. Or is that. I don't know. I have no idea. Let's not worry about it. So, we're going to write memory. All right. So, apparently we didn't finish this, but we finished it now. So, we've got, hey, look. It's not. Oh, I was going to say it stopped being weird, but there it goes again. So, oh, come on. So goofy. So we enable the interfaces and IP addresses, and we are done actually now. So I don't remember where I left off with OSPF configuration. I think I got confused here. So, and we need to advertise certain words. So I'm just gonna, you know, do this here. Maybe I'll start doing like the whole half of my screen. I don't know. Maybe I'll use the laptop screen, but then it hurts my neck. So I don't know. At some point we'll figure this out. Get you like a better thing to look at here, but so yeah, kind of spaced out there. Again, I'm tired of doing this like kind of shortly before bedtime because I work all day and I'm busy, so it's hard to get the energy sometimes to learn at the time, but we're doing it now, whether I'm tired or not. So that's what you got to do. So we have router OSPF1, and that's it. So we got to do some more OSPFing on here. I'm gonna remember how to do it. So T, and so we need to do like something. So we've got, we look up here, we've got this guy. So how about, yeah, there we go. So network, do we want network? I think we do. No, we want area 0. I think we want area 0. No, area 0. No, we don't want area 0. We want, what do we want? So I certainly have not mastered OSPF at this point, obviously. But I have a general idea of what's going on here. I wish I got an iPad and I would like to be able to draw on the screen with this. I do have a Mac, but eh, it's not. It's not. I mean, sometimes it's all right, but it's just kind of a pain sometimes. So I don't know of a way to use my iPad to connect to the computer and write on it other than some sketchy third-party app. If you happen to somehow be watching this video, can't imagine it's going to be more than 2 people that have made it this far. Let me know how I could do that. I'm willing to entertain a third-party app, but anyway, I know you can get Wacom tablets and all that stuff, but in the meantime, we're gonna stick with things as is. So back to what we're doing here. I think, yeah, so we do network. So we're gonna enable routing on an IP network. So one router 4, which is, what is router 4? Is that this guy? Yeah, okay. So router 4, yes, I don't think this is right. I think we gotta go back, interface. I think we gotta do this. F. So OS, is it, let's see, is it router? I just did this last night. I don't remember it, but I don't. I should pull the guide up, so we can look at it together. Because if I just sit here and read it, it's going to be incredibly boring for you. So I'm going to turn off my display for now. Trust me, this will be less boring than if I just read the thing. So you're just going to have to deal with a little bit of blank. And maybe I can chitter chatter while I look, but I just frankly don't want to edit videos. At least this point, the goal is more learning. So let's see. Oh, we got it. Now it's not quite the updated one. I have a more updated one, but oh, I guess you'll see my name doing this, but I guess I don't care. I mean, I do, but whatever. I know the internet is full of I don't know. I don't know if a good way to say it, so maybe I won't here, but um, I don't mind having some privacy on the internet or some anonymity. However, at the end of the day, I guess knowing my name isn't that big of a deal. So I'm gonna do it here. Well, hang on. I gotta just do a couple things that to not have on the screen here. Should probably just get a separate computer for this, but not gonna do that yet. I think we're okay here. Okay. Here goes. All right, here we go, OSPF. What are we doing here? What are we looking for? I forgot what I'm looking for. I think I'm looking for commands. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing. Let's just forget that. Just look at the help file. I mean, you ought to be able to use the help file, right? So, you know what? Let's do this. We'll jump in this guy. And, yeah, you know, I could Google it too. But where's the fun in that, right? You don't really learn as much. So we can see that we have the network command. And we see we have IP OSPF. So see, you don't need to Google it. Just think about it for a little bit. Now, was I configuring this one? Yeah, I think so. So IP, what was it? Router OSPF1 and network. Oh gosh. Forgot already. You know, obviously, this might look easier than it is, and maybe for many people it is, but not for myself. So we want network. Yeah, so that's right. You do that kind of reverse thing. I think. I mean, that's just what I remember. Could be totally wrong. But why do we only have this network? I would think we'd want, while we're on here, router OSPF1 and we're going to want network 10.0.13.0.0.0.0.3. I might be totally wrong about this reversing the mask. It's like a, I forget what it's called, like a wildcard bit or something. Probably totally wrong on that, but see, I'm kind of looking through here. Just jump through. So, Dijkstra's algorithm. Yes, we know about that. But what about... Boy, there's that loud chair again. Sorry about that. Grease that thing up. I got that chair like 12, 13 years ago. Just this crappy office chair, but got it. My wife got it from her work, and it was super old then, but we paid $10 for it, and it works. It's got good lumbar support, so, but it's squeaky. So we're looking at. I don't know. I could do a search, but I don't know. Let's just look through. All right. So we got areas. We got state advertisements. Blah 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 blah. Here we go. Ah, yeah. Look at this. See, they got that reverse stuff. So I think I'm right here. We're doing it right. Let's see what it's called though. What is it called? What is that thing called? Should I zoom in? Is this kind of small? Bet it is. Sorry about that. So first two parameters, yeah, wildcard mask. So need some explaining. Yes, it does. In this case, the key to understanding it is some other stuff. So let's look at this. Let's try to figure this out here. Because I don't really fully understand. I mean, I get it, but so, however, rather than comparing the entire number of the network command to the entire address, the router can compare a subset of the octets based on the wildcard mask. So this is compare all four. Or why is it a wildcard? That's the part I don't get. I mean, it's probably something to do with binary. 0. So you're matching this. This is all ones. And maybe that's specifying the host part. Or not. It's a value of decimal 0. Why? So a value of 255 tells iOS to ignore that octet. Why? I guess that's my question. The network command provides many flexible options because of the wildcard mask. Again, I could Google this. I could use AI. So could you. But I think there's value in figuring things out. I use AI all the time, especially in my day-to-day job. Frankly, because you got to get stuff done. In particular, as far as IT, things like that, there's just a lot of obscure things that sometimes you're just under the gun. But on the flip side, there's a sense in which if all we do is rely on AI, or even to a certain extent Google, to just tell us everything, we start to form a habit of uh, not thinking. And if we don't think, we're going to get dumb. So, if I think about, how I've learned over the years, the things that really stick with me are the things I had to figure out because your mind, it connects the dots and it links, this concept with this other concept and kind of forms a kind of a neural net, I guess, in a sense. So, all that is to say, yes, I could Google or AI this, but particularly the goal here is to learn and get better at networking. Obviously, it's not to be extraordinarily entertaining. Um, this is not an entertaining video. At least I can't imagine. But that said, let's get back to it here. So, what are we doing here? We got my question is why, right? Like, why does it use this? Yes, I could read the book. I could just. I have been reading parts, but there's a certain extent where you can only just sit and read and read and read and read. And frankly, it just is mind numbing at points. So we're doing this, I guess, a more hands on way. Plus, if you just read, it doesn't stick with you either as much. So maybe we're just not going to find the answer, right? Um, maybe it's there and I'm just not getting it. Trying to just skim through. So here's what's going on. So the OSPF begins with this guy. So we're just doing that. And it sets the process ID value. This is unique. Doesn't matter what it is, frankly. I can see. Uh, we also need network commands, which we're trying to do. Then for each matched interface, the router enables OSPF on those interfaces. So that's handy. So do I have to do anything in the interface itself? So for each matched interface, so it discovers, creates neighbor relationships. Well, that's handy. I guess that's kind of the point of a routing protocol is that it does stuff for you rather than static. So that's handy. Note the area can be configured as blah blah blah. Well, integer, however you want to say it, or dotted decimal. Okay. So we got this guy, which is what we're doing. And I would like some explaining here. I mean, really, right now, I'm just trying to understand why this wildcard thing here. The key to understanding, shown in the first example, like I get that you use a wildcard, just not understanding why. I don't know. This is gonna, as boring as this probably is, this is gonna get absurdly boring if I continue. So I think that we're gonna have to keep going on this one, and I'm just gonna have to come back at a later time. I should probably disable this thing here. Um, all right, so we're back. We're in router 1. Show run. We could probably do an include, right? Show run. What is it? Include, no, section router, right? So we've got 2 networks in here, but I would assume we'd want the third one. OSPF1 network 203.0.113.0. This is all assuming I got my subnetting right, which I probably did. It's not that hard, really. Just get rusty at it. What is going on? Network 203.0.113.0 OSPF 0.0.0.3. We got 0. There we go. Okay. So do I have to do something with the interface itself? Like it said specifically that. Oh, look. The book says. It says. One network command enables it on both interfaces. What command? This? They talking about this? I mean, seems to be. I think that might be the trick. So exit. Okay. So now I think we're coming along. I think we're getting it here. So show run section route. Okay. So we've got 10.0.24. So our OSPF1 network 10.0.12.0.0.0.252 area 0. Invalid. Nope. That's the 3 there. That's what we need. So we do this guy, we got both networks. So I think we're good. How about number 3? Show run section route. We've got nothing on this one. Did we really do nothing? Well, we're about to change that, aren't we? I really hope I don't have to edit this video, because I really dislike doing that. I mean, there's a sense in which I like it, but it's frankly not something I'm interested in at this point, because it's pretty far from learning networking. So, router OSPF1. So we got to do network 10.0.24.0.0.0.0.3 area 0. And we actually got 3 to do. So we got 192.168.0.0.4.0. I think that's what we want. And network 10.0. 0. Okay. We got them. You know what? We're also gonna just see, and I don't know, do I gotta assign this guy an IP address? Because, I don't even know. Doesn't even seem like this is the goal, but I kind of want to make it my goal. So I want this guy to be able to ping out. Of course, I don't know where I'd ping, because there's really no internet. Is there something here? Let's just try this. Do the show run. This guy. We can ping this guy. Terminal. Nope. Don't want that. Oh boy, what's going on here? Command prompt. But we cannot currently ping it. Of course, probably because we don't have an IP address. I mean, that's probably not the only reason, but obviously it would be fairly important. We could probably set up a DHCP server. Oh, that would probably be... Well, it's obviously beyond the scope of this. Guess it could be a good learning experience. Well, we'll do that. We're going to save this guy. I already overwrote the original lab. I didn't intend to, but I'm sure I can re-download it. So we got to get routes, networks on here. Show run section. Nothing on here. Router OSPF 1. Man, it's so easy to just forget what to type. We just want network 10.0, 13.0, 0, 3 area 0. Network 10.0, 34, 0, 0, 0, 0. Sure, that's probably right. Hey, we got some kind of adjacency or whatever. So, look at that. We're loading stuff. Show, yeah, we got some networks. We've got a network. Oh, that voice is kind of the voice I used to talk to my dog. It's kind of probably within earshot. But we're not going to talk to him yet. Maybe I should. I should talk to that boy. Boy, you hear me? Probably does. I got the door shut, but so what are we doing now? So I think we got this. Maybe. Suppose I should read the rest of this. Enable OSPF on each interface, including loopback. So I guess I don't know why it says that. Because I swear I just read that it does enable on all the interfaces. So I guess I don't quite get that. Let's just try to ping something. I don't even... You know what? Okay, so there's commands. Show SPF, right? Maybe something with me conf. Show. Okay. Just do brief. Show router. Show route. show something. I'll show IP route. OSPF. So, what do you just see routes? Show IP route. There we go. So, let's just make this larger. So, connected, OSPF. So it seems like we have routes, like we're learning routes. I wonder if we can ping that thing. I don't even remember which router this is, but hey, we can. Which router am I on? So it seems like maybe we are somewhat working. Yeah, we're getting pings. We're pinging around. Like we're doing it. I think I was not supposed to enable. So we're not done with the lab. I'm not supposed to have it on router one's internet link. From what I read, I thought it just enables it when you do it, so I guess I'm not really sure what to do about that part. Probably gonna have to tackle that in another video, as well as the passive interface and this stuff, because it's getting to be bedtime. So I guess that's it for tonight. Thanks for watching, if you're watching. Um, Otherwise, see you in the next video.